Wish I had some music to start out with that I could throw on every time, like a theme song or something. Just let me get myself set up here. Here I am. Did I get so set up here? There we go. All right. Hey everybody, my name is Wendy Keys Turnbull and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And this is my regular weekly live on Thursdays usually. And today I'm going to teach you how to make a pop-out card. This is just a sample. I needed to figure out how it worked. So this is not a card, just showing you what I'm doing here. All right. So I have chosen, I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape because I never use Gorgeous Grape. I'm not a big purple person, I guess. And I'm going to use two new May-August stamps. I'm going to use Sending Salutations and a Family Celebration. And I'll need to pick out something else too. But I'll worry about that in a few minutes when I get there. First, I'm going to show you how. Hi, Collie. First, I'm going to show you how to cut this. So, okay, so this is a 7" by 4 1/4 inch. Yep, 7" by 4 1/4 inch piece. And we are going to, let me just do this. We're going to go 1 inch in from all 4 sides. So let me just mark it here. So 1 inch, is that 1 inch? Nope, that's 1/2 inch. 1 inch here. And down here, 8 1/4 to 9 1/4. And over here, do it the right way. We want 1 inch. And we want 4 1/4 to 3 1/4 for our 1 inch. And then here, so all the way around, we want to mark at 1 and we want to mark at 6. And we want to do the same on the bottom. I'm going to mark at 1 and at 6. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw the lines just so I have something to follow. I'm purposely using a white colored pencil so that you guys can see it. I hope you guys will be able to see it. If I used a regular pencil, I don't think you'd be able to see it. So, and actually if I wet the nib of the pencil, you'd be able to see it better. I see that you can see it though. Okay. And then here. And down here. I'm going to do this without getting my head in your way, so it takes me a little bit longer to line it up. So, and then we need to put score lines here and here. So I'm going to grab my, you know what? I think I'm going to grab my scoreboard. Since I have lines to work with, it'll be easier to do on my scoreboard. So I need to get this first. Okay, so I need to score at 3 1/8 and 3 7/8. So 3 1/8 is here, just down to there, and 3 7/8 is here. So we have a 3/4 inch spot in there. See if I can do the same thing here and have it be right. 3 1/8, 3 7/8. Oops, that's too far. No, it's not. This one's not far enough. Must be, because that's 3 1/8. Did I do 3 1/4 over here? I sure did. Well, that's going to make a little bit of a mess there, guys, but let's see what we can do. Okay. Now we are just going to cut out here and here. So I'm going to go ahead and put white lines down here so I know where to stop my cutting. Here and here. Okay. But I'm not cutting those. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Julie. Okay. So we're only cutting here to here to here and here to here to here. So let's go ahead and do that. I am going to start, I'll start here. I am going to start by putting, let me see where that is first. Okay, so that is at the 4. Oh no, it's at 3 7/8. We knew that, didn't we? So I'm going to put this to 3 7/8. Hopefully I've got it in the right spot. We're going to go to 6 1/8. Nope, just 6 it is. Whatever that line is. 1 inch away. All right, here we're going to go. This is 7 inches, so that should be right. Okay. So here I'm going to start at 1 inch. And I'm going to cut down to that white line. And then I'm going to turn it again. Should be at 1 inch there. I'm going to go back up to 1 inch here. It's hard to tell at an angle if I'm getting to the right spot or not, but and stop there. And then we're going to go down here. I think I'm going to, I'm going to keep going. Okay, we're going to go to 3 7/8 inch here. It's not easy to tell if I'm in the right spot. So don't push down until you're sure you're in the right spot. We're going to go up here to 6. And we're going to turn it. I'm going to line it up at the 1 inch mark, which actually puts it right to the 6 inch mark there. I'm going to put it to 1 again, put it down, make sure I'm in the right spot before I push down. Turn it one more time, 1 inch. And I'm going to go back down to the 1 inch spot again. And right to there. Not too bad. Not perfect, but not too bad. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it over because I don't want my lines to show. So we're going to do this. And that's going to be covered, so it doesn't matter if that line shows. There it is. Okay. Flip it over. Do this and this. Okay, so now we're going to decorate it. And that was kind of the wrong way because this has to be my front. So I will be erasing those lines. Let me see if they will erase before I say that. Yes, they will. Okay, that's good. And the other thing is I could just put some, and I might do that, put some DSP on those parts. But that works just fine. Okay, so I have some paper here, some cardstock. I have Barely Beige, and this is going to be for the inside. And this is going to be for here, but let's do some stamping first. So I'm thinking about cards for men. Okay, I'm only going to use Happy on here. So I'm going to ink it up with the, hi Sherry, with the ink pad like so. And I'm going to stamp Happy here. Ooh, a little too hard. Let's flip it over and do it again. Let me clean it first. Okay, so must be this. I thought this pad would be super dry because it's been a while since I've used it, but must be it's survived well. Look at all the ink. Okay, I just won't push so hard here. Do Happy. Nice. Whoops. I want that off a birthday. We'll do Happy again. I didn't get it all off. Well, and we'll do Happy again. Okay. Is there another Happy in here? See, I thought that was all separate when I pulled it out, but it's all together. Happy birthday to my. So I am going to grab another piece of this. And this is, I believe, 2 inches by 4 1/4. 1/4, 2 inches by 4 3/8. Okay, let me grab that. That one's too small. Okay, and then we're going to do something different. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you here. Oh, really, Sherry? That's funny. What are you getting at Tractor Supply? What is Brad getting at Tractor Supply? 2 inches by 4 3/8. Okay, let me get my, pretty sure I have a gorgeous grape ink spot. Yep, I think it'll be a lot easier to ink it up. Whoops, there's that. Get that lid in there. Okay, here we go. Let's start it again. Oh, that'll be much better. Okay. So what's going to happen is a little bit of this is not going to show over here. So we want to make sure that's not right because it's got to be lined up here. So, all right. So we want to make sure that we're not going beyond that. And just to be safe, I'm going to put this one under it too. So I'm going to start it right around here. This under here so I don't accidentally get ink on anything. Go happy here. And we'll ink her up again. And I don't see that anything else came off, so I'm not, whoops. So I need to clean that a little bit. I wasn't looking when I was inking. So let's get a little bit off of here, There we go. And I'm going to go here. Maybe I'll do 4 of them. See how it fits. I had a wet, dirty. Yeah, that's fine. And one right here. And it's still wet, obviously. I think, yeah, we'll do it. What the heck, why not, right? Okay. Stuff for the shoots. Oh, jeepers. Yeah. Don't want those cows jumping over like they're moons or something. All right. Okay, so that's going to go on here. Don't mind those. Pretend you don't see those, okay? The dog lost his ball underneath one of my carts, and he's scratching the floor trying to get it. I don't even know how the dog got in here. He must have walked around because I have the door to the living room closed. So, okay, so we're going to put this in here. Whoop. Oh, Yukon, come on, honey. Trying to get it in there, right? Okay, so that's going to work perfectly there. Now for the inside. So this is, let me tell you what this is. Oh boy, I shouldn't have put it away. And I don't have them in alphabetical order. Okay. Catalog. Let's look real quick. I don't know if it's in the catalog or if it's an online exclusive, but let's look real quick and see what we find here. Where is the DSP? Okay, so this is an online exclusive, I would guess. Wait. Yep, must be. Nope. Kid, puppy, come on. You got it. Good job, Yukon. Okay, I do not know what this, I have it here somewhere. You have to see how I've organized everything to understand. Okay, it's called Basic Painted Patterns, and this is the basic beige, of course. So put that on first. And let's put a little bit more at the end there. Whoops. All right. Ooh, that's not good. Let's see if I can get it off without using my undo. Okay, so obviously I made this just a little bit too long, so I'm only going to give it a 16th of an inch instead of, nope. Guess what? I'm going to cut it off. Cut off a 1/4 inch right through the tape and gum up my brand new, no I'm not, my hands are stuck to it. Maybe it's not my night for this. Okay, I'm gonna do this instead. Yes, drama in the background, that's right. Okay, that's better. Okay, take your pick tools are good for lots of different things. All right, now that is stuck on there, of course. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna put this on here. I think that should be about right. Well, now it's a little too short, but that's okay. Put it like that. Oops, it went uphill. I am just not having a good day, you guys. I agree with the cows, Sherry. I don't care for inoculations either. I have them though. Okay, so then this I'm going to have to cut down a little bit, I bet. Yep, another 1/4 inch. Okay. 1/4 inch. Okay. There we go. But before I put that on there, a lot of you know that I do this. We need to give it a little edging to make it stand out. I don't want to pop it because the card won't close right if I pop it. So we're just going to edge it with some gorgeous grape. Okay. And then we are going to put to a marvelous person on their birthday. Oh, look, I've used it a bunch before. It's a very nice saying. Okay. Oh, there's the block over there. Take that one off. I couldn't believe it. I didn't have enough people last week again to draw a name to win the paper pumpkin. It was quite short. I think I had 11 people comment, so that didn't get done. Okay, so I am going to put this, well, I'm going to put it in the middle. Okay, and I am going to stamp. Hang on. Nope. Goodness. All right. Hang on a second. I'm still here, don't worry. Let's see. No, I don't really like that. Okay, so I don't have a lot of masculine things yet. I guess I'm just going to put the outline of the goose. That's what we'll do. Just the outline, because I'm going to do it in purple because I wanted it to be just two-tone. So I'm just going to do it in purple. Doesn't actually go very well with, oh, this may not fit, actually. Oh, it just fits. Yay. All right. Nice. All right. And then I'm leaving this area to write on. And put this on here. All right, this is going on here like so. It's a little too far that way, but that's okay. And then back to the outside, because we are going to put some bling on here. Just, oh, you know what would have been nice there? I know what would have been nice there, just the cattail kind of things. That's what I should have done. I'll put that on the front here. Because when the card is open, you're going to see that side. So might as well put it here. Put it like that. Clean that goose off. And I'm going to stamp off so it's just a light image. So stamp it off once. Oh, that wasn't good. Did I not get it all inked? Yeah, I did. Okay, and then we're going to put it right here, just barely over the H. There we go. Oh, I like that a lot. And then, last but not least, this is going to be the fastest live. Okay. I am going to put now, I have not checked to see if these are still available, but I'm going to go ahead and use them just this once. And Vicki still has my take your pick tool, so I'm just going to have to do the best I can with what I've got here. Let's see. I think 1, 2, 3. Oops. I want that to be down a little bit. And 4. And then one of the big ones over here. All right, and I am going to put something on there because it's kind of blah, but there you go. Happy, 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 happy birth to a marvelous person on their birthday. So happy, 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 happy to a marvelous person on their birthday. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put something around there. Hang on just a second here. Let's see here. Purple would be good. Yes, this will work. I also don't know if this is still available. It probably isn't. But I'm going to go ahead, put that on with that on the corner. So I'm going to do, so these are 1 inch. So I'm going to do 3/4 inch by, let's measure this quick. And it's 2 1/4. So we're going to do 3/4 inch by 2 inch. Let's see how that looks. You know what? I think actually instead of 3/4, I'm going to do 7/8. So it's a little bit less by 2 inch. And I'm going to need 2 of those. 1 for each side. 2 inch. And then let's see what we've got along the top here. Also 2 inch, perfect. So I'll need another 3 of those. Well, actually, nope, I'll need another 3 of those. Yep. Okay. 7/8 inch. Thanks, Kathy. By 2 inch. Kathy, I assume you got the catalog that I had sent to you. I hope you did. You should have. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch squares. Or no, 7/8 inch by 7/8 inch squares. And I will need 4 of those. I'm going to leave that spot in the middle blank. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. 1, 2, that one's too big. I don't know why. 3, nope. 4, I'll just go ahead and do another one out of this. 7/8, 4. And we won't worry about that one, that's just a little bit off. All right. Oops. Okay, let's just go ahead and put these on. I'm going to use, oh, that was sitting up. I hope it's okay. Got too much stuff on my desk, I guess. Yep, okay. Come on, open up. Give me a little glue. All right. We'll use tape. Just turn it around. Go this way with it. Yep. See, that's what my concern was, that it was going to fold over on the edge. Okay, so we're going to put one here. That's good. It's crooked, but it's good. And then this will go next. I really need glue. Let me use the container of Tombow instead of the stuff I've got in there. Okay. Oh, way too much. I'm used to one that doesn't come out that fast. So we'll just rub that on this one. Okay. One here. One up here. And then this one. Oh, well, that's good. Okay. And this one. Oh, I gotta remember that I'm using the faster moving stuff. All right. Oh, it's crooked, but it's gonna have to stay that way. And then, let's see here. That's better. Goes up here. And then on the other side, see, I'm going to leave these two blank. I'm just going to leave them the way they are. Let's put, which one is the side I want to go? Okay, the other side is the side I want to show. It should have sent out quite a while ago, Kathy. It should have sent out back in April. So if you didn't get it, let me know. Okay, there should be, there's the one more square. Yep. All right. And then we go back to our, ooh, that's obvious. Which side is the correct side? Because there's a lot of orange on this side. Okay, this one's gonna go here. All right, it's a little crooked. There we go. And 2 more. This goes up here. And this one, last but not least. Okay. Goes right there. And That is really crooked again, but oh well. There we have it. Happy, 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 happy to a marvelous person on their birthday. And this is now 5.5 by 4, 5.5 by 4 1/4, so it'll fit in a regular envelope. It's, Kathy, there are no more annual catalogs. There will be 3 catalogs a year. The first one is May to August, and then we'll have September to December, and then we'll have January to April. So this is the May to August book. It is this catalog, and it's about this thick, kind of like a magazine. It looks kind of like a magazine, and that's what we'll have from now on, is just those 3. No extra ones, no mini catalogs in between. We'll just have our 3 catalogs a year. So that's what you're looking for right there. Exactly that. Okay, so there's the card. Kind of cool, I think. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to stamp my logo on here. My Stampin' Up! With Wendy stamp. I'm going to have to do it half off, I'm afraid. I don't want to. Yeah, that didn't work at all. So I don't know. Maybe that's when I'll have to write it by hand on. But I certainly can put the Stampin' Up! Logo. I don't know that I have any ink left on that. No, I do not. Well, I'll do that later. Okay, that is all I have for you today. Let's see, joining this month between now and the end of May, if you are interested in joining as a demonstrator, you will get all the new in-color ink pads for free. They will give you that in addition to your $125 worth of product for $99. And they're doing it a little differently now. You will pay the $99 to join, and then they will email you a coupon to use for the $125. That way you get your Stampin' Rewards on the whole $125, and you can pick whatever you want. And if you go over the $125, you can just go ahead and pay the little extra. So, all right. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you all next week. I'll see many of you this weekend. Callie, I'm guessing you're not coming because I hadn't heard from you. So I will see a few of you this weekend and the rest of you next Thursday. Thanks for watching, and have a great week, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.